This week on the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries. Well, it's almost mid-December now, and with only a few weeks left in the season, Wade is looking for the right deer to fill his remaining tag.
Well, this is your typical Texas tripod hunting scenario that I call it. These big tripods, anywhere from 10 to, I've seen them as high as 20 feet. Big flats where you can see a lot of deer. You know, the normal strategy is the guy's gonna have a corn feeder down there. They're gonna throw some corn out around it, and you know, that's just kind of how it's done on a lot of these big tripod deals. For me right here, I've actually kind of sweetened it up. Took the tractor, cut me some more shooting lanes left and right. And in front of me, you can see those oaks. That's a good live oak bottom with some running water down in there. And I mean, I'm just in a spot that you want to be in December in Texas. It's got all those attributes of, you know, great hunting. What's brought me here is a scouting camera picture that we saw about 3 weeks ago under similar conditions of a giant, big 10-point chocolate antlers, big long mainframes, giant, you know, long tines. And we haven't seen scouting camera pictures of him since then, but the conditions haven't been the same. And I've been waiting for it to get this way. With temps going to drop down into the upper 30s tonight, wind direction's the same. You know, it just felt like tonight might be a night to go set here. May not see him, may see something else that tempts me. Who knows? We're in the stand. That's all that matters. Got a really good north wind right now. You can see these mesquites blowing. It's blowing right in our face. And when you get that and take care and set your tripods up like this, you can just get away with an absolute ton of movement. We got a pretty good deer out there in front of us right now that's busted up. And I mean, he's got great main beams. He wraps all the way around, almost goes in. He's busted his brow tine off and tried to grow another G4, which would have made him a dandy of a buck. You know, I still got one tag left here in Texas, and I think I'm gonna just sit there and watch him. He's harassing these does and running them around pretty good, so hopefully that's a good sign that later on something big will come in and run him off. Superior in body size and antler. I'd say those two have tangled in the past. We know which one won because one ran away, one didn't. That good 8 had just gotten run off, went off to my left coming in. A really good buck, a buck that was a shooter. One of the deer I'd seen on scouting cameras come in, but there was only one problem, mesquite brush between me and him.
Wade is hunting in mid-December to fill his last remaining tag, and he has his eyes set on a big 10-point that just showed up. But can he get a shot?
I need him to go about 5 more feet to the right.
can see him, but I got a lot of brush in front of me.
As bad as I wanted to go back to those tripods, the wind had changed totally, and I knew that situation was just not gonna work. The wind would be coming right over my back down into that valley, and I, may have been able to pull it off, but probably not. So I thought I would save that location and move to another location, which is high up on a ridge, and the wind and the conditions were gonna be perfect for this. The strategy, very simple. I was gonna drive the Viking in about a quarter mile away, hike on the back side of this ridge. Once I got in there, I'd use one of my old favorite techniques of just simply setting down in the brush, trimming a little bit of the growth around me, and waiting things out to see what was gonna work through this bottom. We've got scrapes on the area, we've got a lot of deer moving in and out. It'll be interesting. The rut's on, anything's possible.
These can be a game saver too, to clear a few shooting lanes, and they don't take up much room in your backpack. And, just knock down 4 inches right here, and you're good to go. That's one of my favorite reasons why I love to set high on these ridges. I mean, you see deer just way off in the distance, and that sunlight hits them when it starts setting. They just shine cutting through that brush. He's just kind of walking down that whole draw. He's not stopping or anything. There's 2 or 3 big scrapes over there. I wouldn't be surprised to see him work over by them. You can see how dark his hocks are. I mean, the back end of him is just really dirty. He's over there by our scouting camera now. He's behind the stealth cam. With that mount that we've got right there, we can just screw it wide open out there. Most of the mounts out there, they just fall over when it's like that. Here comes another deer coming in behind him. You can see him looking at him right now.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any trophy bucks in sight. However, an unwanted guest who's been causing some destruction at the ranch has shown up, and Wade is fixing to put an end to it.
Pig right there is a big pig, and he's got tusks that stick out about 4 inches. Well, not the trophy whitetail we're looking for, but big pig, lots of bacon.
We've still got a few days left in our Texas whitetail season, so that's a couple of pigs now we've taken out with the Encore. Just hadn't found the right buck that's got me totally excited. I only have 1 tag left this year, so when I saw him come in and the sun was setting, I thought, this would be a good way to end this, get ready for Christmas, and I'm gonna take a break and come back after Christmas. We'll be doing our youth hunt around then. We'll spend some time with the kids, but there's a few days left there I can still go hunt. So my season's not over yet. That Encore's gonna bark again before the year's done. Let's take this pig back to camp and show him off. You know, it's been a great 2015, 2016 season. We're sitting here January the 1st, you know, kind of wrapping it up. The season ends here in a couple days on this past year. I've got one tag left. I've been hunting with a rifle on and off all season long, and I just haven't seen, you know, the buck that either gave me the opportunity or that got me the most excited. And, you know, I'm getting ready to run up on a big wahia flat, kind of in a valley that we really haven't set much in the last 2 years right there. We've got 2 tripods. It's got a lot of country we'll be able to see. It's cloudy today, so the sun won't be an issue. Any direction a deer may come, and that may be the spot, or I may get there and check that camera and end up going somewhere else. I really don't know. That's the exciting thing about it as I wrap up this season. I'm just kind of bobbing and weaving and seeing what's going to happen. Well, this is pretty rocky country right here, so you got to kind of take what you can get. And that's why we got this dead deer ground dogger stake in here so that we can anchor this down. There's 5,000 pictures on it. It'll take a long time to look at those. That's pretty good deer right there.
With a good buck captured on his stealth cam, Wade heads out on his Yamaha Viking. And one thing to keep in mind is to always make sure you have the proper gear when riding. Helmet, seatbelt, gloves, eye protection, and the right clothing will make sure you get to and from your hunting area safely. So no matter when you ride, ride safe. Hey, now let's join Wade back up in the stand.
You know, a tool like this is just, to me, it's just imperative for any hunter. I believe that using a good rangefinder helps you eliminate wounded deer or misses, because you're going to know if it's in range or out of range. I love to do it before the hunt to get a general idea. Then, if I feel the need to, at that moment of truth, I'll get my distance again. But having a general understanding of where your limitations are is just super important. I think that's her deer. He just went behind the trees. There he comes. He's right behind that tripod on the road. Yeah, he's on the exact same trail those does went out on. What a great hunt. I tell you what, I'm pretty excited. 2 days left in the season. I mean, we saw several shooters tonight. I got one on camera that I've never seen with my eyes before that's really captivated my attention. He's been pretty consistent in the mornings. We're going to get out of here, let the sun set, come back in the morning, see if I can end the season with him.
The Yamaha Whitetail Diaries is brought to you in part by Sawyer Products. We keep you outdoors. Do All Outdoors. Garmin Verb. Life. Camera. Action. Welcome back to the Yamaha Whitetail Diaries with Wade Middleton. All throughout the season, as Wade searches for the right deer, he's brought along his Thompson Center Pro Hunter to get the job done.
For me, I love the feel and accuracy of this firearm. I've got nothing but confidence when I pick it up and carry it on my hunts. I love the versatility of being able to do so much with this unique platform. The TC Encore Pro Hunter comes available in 243, 30-06, or 308 as a complete rifle, or chambered in 223 or 308 as a pistol. The interchangeable firearm system is fully supported with a lot of accessory stocks and barrels ranging from 204 to 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. The TC Encore lineup gives you so many configurations and caliber ranges that you're only limited by your imagination. So get to a dealer or visit the website at tcarms.com and join us in the One Gun Hunting Club.
Now, let's get back to the hunt.
You know, it's 5:45 this morning. We got a light rain falling. Sunrise isn't until about 7:16, so it's going to take it a long time to get daylight today with this rain and the cloud cover. We're going to get in the stand really early this morning and just kind of let everything settle down and see what happens. We're going to go back to the same spot I set last night. We saw a lot of activity there. There's a couple of bucks we didn't see that have been showing up on the scouting camera, and hopefully we'll drop the hammer on that TC this morning and knock one down. You know, with the rain falling in this type of setup, we're literally been hunched over in these tripods for about an hour, but I knew in the back of my mind that we had to do this to get into this location really early, let everything set down, and hopefully these bucks would funnel back in. We've got two ridges, and I'm sitting on one of them. The other ridge is off in the distance in a great valley in front of us, and these deer are just moving from every direction in there. You know, with the rain falling and this setup of how we got in there super early, anything's gonna be possible. Meh. We got in here at like 6 o'clock this morning and been sitting here in the dark for about an hour and a half waiting for the sun to get up. And I mean, it's raining and raining, and we're way gained up on that camera. That's a giant right there. I mean, what a season. This season we've been all over the place. We've seen first deer taken, we've seen big deer taken, we've seen snow, we've seen 100 degrees. Now we're hunting in the rain, and I just smoked me an old good one right there, boys. The tines on that G2s, I mean, they are big. They are big. We sat here last night, and the deer were, you know, just milling all the way around, and I looked up, barely could see anything, and he's just kind of coming across this brush right through here, and he's raising his head up, and they get so nervous in this rain. I mean, they're just, everything is amplified, tick, tick, and all the branches and everything's going off, and he's crossing up that little draw right there. I think I made a great shot. I mean, he's only 60 yards away, but in the low light, you know, that's where you rely on the optics, and I think I crushed him. I think I smoked him. Wow. Wow. And we're down. We are empty. Let's go check on this big guy right over here. And I see a belly. I see a belly. That deer, you know, he crossed out of that valley. You can see this valley back down here. You can see him looking up that road as he was crossing along. And that's what I'm talking about. Look at the antlers on that deer there. He dropped right where I shot him. I saw these big old bladed G2s and some scouting camera pictures. I mean, look at that big old stud right there, buddy. That is a stud of a buck. Look at that right there. That is some kind of gorgeous right there. Big old mature whitetail. Heavy, big long tines. That's what I love about Texas.